It's week 5 of the National Football League. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Packers and the Bucs on Sunday night prime time.
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. And just like that, the season has reached October. Joined by Brock Huer up here in the booth. I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, I don't know about you, but I always feel like the smells start to change in October. It just really starts to smell like fall, smell like football, second month of the regular season. And these next few games take on a greater importance moving forward.
Gosh, I wish I had a sense of smell. Mine is so bad, but I love what you're cooking right there. And I love this stretch of games because it makes a lot of teams contenders and a bunch of the other sellers as the trade deadline arrives here at the end of the month. You're going on a hot streak heading into Halloween, and things will be looking great. But flounder this month, and you may end up seeing some of your buddies shipped off and playing elsewhere.
Two of the NFL's final unbeatens putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. So here come the Buccaneers, ready for their opening drive. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
While we all love to talk about the quarterback, he really wasn't at the forefront of their win last week, Kate. Kind of took a step back and let some of his teammates shine. Yeah, he made a good mark with a touchdown pass, a bad mark with an interception. Welcome to life in the NFL as a quarterback. You know he wants to make a little more noise, elevate everybody else a little better than he did a week ago.
Up the middle they go with Bigsby. They'll cobble together a yard there. That was Micah Parsons making that play. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here, what he was able to do in support of that win. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing with a blitz on the way. His first throw is an interception. And he makes the Hefco. It's a touchdown on the pick 6. So on our opening drive, Brock, we've got a big defensive highlight already as the pick 6 starts off our scoring.
This is a defense who isn't hiding how they're approaching this game. They want to be disruptive. They're unafraid to be aggressive. Can be a risky mentality to have. Boy, can it set a tone early.
That one right down the middle. And the Packers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. He fields it from the 8. And this drive will start inside the 25. So the Buccaneer offense getting out there for their second drive. And they didn't have much time to recover from that pick 6. Need short memories here as they head back out. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards. These guys have gotten off to a hot start, Brock, in spite of these injuries that have occurred along the way.
You know what, Kate? If you and I traveled to every training camp, I think we'd hear the same thing. Next man up, next man up. These teams know it. The players know it. You hear the talk, but then you got to walk it, and this team is. I know it's early, but this is looking like a group who could be built for a playoff run as long as this list doesn't grow too much longer. You know why baseball coaches are called managers, Kate? Because they got to manage a lot of situations. And I've realized over time and talking to them, they love taking a situation, a game moment, and making it a team.
Got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Packers pick it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, Kate, we talk about these wide receivers all the time and their incredible body control, but I'll say this, these pass rushers in this day and age, the body control they have to get home on these sacks, but more importantly, to create these strip sacks is so hard to do, and that is a master's class in how to take the ball away. Well done.
And they make a stop at the last minute. It's a game down to the 1. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Jacobs, and he gets in, touchdown. The Packers get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. He'll take this at the 10. He lost the football. And the fumble recovery is made. The Buccaneer offense back out for another series. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And that one is dropped. Such great work to get all by himself. But he can't haul in the gimme, and that deep shot is missed. Wow. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Shotgun give now to Bigsby. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Brought down by Quay Walker. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Our score. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Buccaneers football as we begin. They start out with a 3rd and 9. Willis looking to throw. But, oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. Tampa Bay in punt formation now. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He has it at the 33. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That punt gets up to 59 yards. And the Packers will take over possession. Play fake, it's Love. Reeled in by George Kittle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down.
A gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Packers.
Love from the gun. Completes this one to Dontavion Wicks. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
2nd and 3 now. Love out of the shotgun. Kittle brings it in. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. They have themselves another 1st and 10. They've got a man in motion. Jacobs gets it on the draw. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun now for Love. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it's 3rd down. Turning to Jacobs on 3rd. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. That timeout taken by the Buccaneers, and that's their final one. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They'll run for it, Jacobs. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a 1st. Jacobs has the Green Bay touchdown. The Packers boat racing them to the halftime locker room. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Packers stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's got a lead up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Bucs offense taking over late in the half. And they'll need to use the sideline and be conscious of the clock here, Brock. No timeouts remaining as they try for points before halftime. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. To throw, here's Willis. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. So we've reached the end of 2, and it's the visiting Packers out in front. Now we'll keep it in-state, but send you a couple hours away to our buddy in Orlando. It's Jonathan Coachman. He's got our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone. This is the EA Sports Halftime Report. So let's get you caught up on what's going on around the National Football League. We'll begin up at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Lamar Jackson, a touchdown pass in the victory. From there, we head to the Big Apple, more specifically to MetLife Stadium in Jersey to check on the Giants. And things didn't work out so well as they fall to the visiting New England Patriots. Christian McCaffrey, nearly 200 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns as well.
No need for halftime. We'll just keep it right here and get started with the third
between
quarter.
The Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts.
Fairbairn has it all set up for the kickoff. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Green Bay. They have the first series of this second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. It's a 30-yard play, Brock, and they've got a fresh set of downs.
Kate, that's the type of run that shines the light well on him as a runner, of course, but you got to give a lot of credit to everybody else. Those skill guys, when you have an outside run, they got to do their job. Not just the big boys up front, not just the running backs. That takes everyone on the perimeter blocking to get a big run like that.
Thrown on first down, Love. Escapes the pocket. Escapes out to the left. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll be first down, Packers.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of a defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in their pocket for a later occasion.
On the ground, first run for Ray Davis. And he runs this one in. Touchdown, Green Bay. The Packers grow the lead coming out of halftime. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Buccaneers and Malik Willis ready. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
19, Tiger, 19, go!
They'll give up the gut to Bigsby. And this defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
Motion man sent left. 2nd and 10 now. Rolling left, buying some time. And he won't find anything here. They're there to drop him for the sack on what's likely the final play of this third quarter. Good pressure from the defense there has them trending in the wrong direction. That's the end of the third on Sunday night. The Bucs have it to begin the fourth.
Nothing.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throwing from the gun here. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. Defense coming off that incompletion needs one more stop here on 4th. Willis. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance. And an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming. And it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it.
And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Packers continue piling it on here in the 4th. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting at the 10. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Now the Buccaneers set to take the field. Well, we all know at this point, turnovers... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. He's keeping it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. He's on the move. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And they make this stop, we're going to say at about the 37-yard line. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 37. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Throwing is Willis. And they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. The Buccaneers out and into punt formation. His first effort went 47 yards. Brock looks to have a little more into this one. And no chance at a return. He wisely angled it for the sideline and got it down to the 12 before going out. The Packers all set to get back out there. And they should just be able to kneel out what time remains. There's 3 timeouts defensively still available, but using them is not going to alter this outcome. Running on first here with Jacobs. He cuts it to the right. Through the defense he goes. Room to burn. It's a Green Bay touchdown. The Packers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Josh Jacobs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return starts at the 9. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Tampa Bay are ready to head out to the field. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for him. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
Coverage defensively by Micah Parsons.
Here we go.
Willis to throw it. And the Packers are there. He's hauled down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
Let's be real clear. There is nothing lucky about number 7 at all for this quarterback. The 7th time he's been taken to the ground for a sack. This defense, they've made adjustments. They're incorporating a variety of different looks and blitzes. And it just seems like, Kate, constantly they are a step ahead of whatever this offense is trying to do to protect this quarterback.
So it's the visiting Packers who pick up the win. And if they could play at this level every time out, well, their coaches would be happy.
It's week 6 of the National Football League, and this one features Josh Jacobs. He's the NFL's ultimate red zone back and your leader in rushing touchdowns.
Here is Cam Little, ready to get this thing started. And off we go from Minneapolis. Scott now on the return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Now they'll set up to throw. Oh, no, right at the start, he loses the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup.
A hit, and he has lost the football. The Packers have it. And now, following the turnover, we have an injured player on the field. After that fumble recovery, a big opportunity here. First and goal. From the gun, it's Love. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Jaden Reed. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's his second touchdown of the year. Extra point by Little is good. And the Packers will take a 7-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. They'll return this from the 11. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense going to take over now for the second time. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
An 11-yard loss on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
An 8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. This fielded inside the 35. And it's a good solid return as he takes it back up near midfield. So after one, it's the Packers on top. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. This one is caught by Reed. Down the left sideline. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. We're going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. The kick is good. And the Packers move out on top 14-0.
Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
A 7-yard loss brings up 3rd down.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. A carry here for Wright. Well, that is a fitting end to this drive. Nothing works. He loses yardage on 3rd down. Here comes 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for the 2nd straight drive. This is taken at the 25. And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line. Josh Jacobs and the Packers offense heading back onto the field. He's been a machine in the red zone here first couple of months of the season. In fact, leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns. Now the first carry of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line.
This is a guy who's been doing it at a high level, Mike, for a long time. Not too many running backs finding success in the NFL past the age of 30. That's usually when they kind of ride off into the sunset. But as always, there's the exception to every rule.
What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
He was tackled at the 27.
That's timeout for Green Bay. It'll be their 2nd. Clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this 2nd quarter. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they're going to get him down this time. Not as easy as the last carry. This time they drop him behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Love. He'll locate his tight end, George Kittle. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Cam Little for this field goal attempt. This from 34 yards. Little's kick is good. And the Packers going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Joe Burrow, 5 touchdown passes, leading his guys to the victory. Next, we'll stay in the AFC South as we fly through Kentucky and on down to Nashville to check on the Tennessee Titans. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. Jerry Jeudy, a touchdown catch in that first half. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. As you can see the score there in the second quarter. John Mechie, a good game there. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And they will finally track him down, but not before he takes this to the other side of midfield. Packers offense running back Josh Jacobs heading back on the field. And he's had a strong start to this season, right there in the mix with the NFL leaders in rushing. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. They'll run it straight ahead with Jacobs. And he will wiggle his way forward for a gain of a couple. They'll come up on a second down and 8. That's Washington. A run up the middle with Jacobs. Angling to the sideline, inside the 35. And he will take this all the way down to the Packers' 22-yard line. A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Green Bay first down. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. There he goes again. And he's going to be taken down.
And this is just more of the same, picking up exactly where he left off in the first half. And these numbers, Mike, as you see him, they just pop out at you. I mean, he has been the driving force of this offense from the very start.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. That's Washington, the man in motion. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up 2nd and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal. So Kittle comes in motion. One more time, it's Jacobs. Powering forward, he's in. Josh Jacobs, touchdown Packers. Extra point by Little is good. And the Packers are able to extend out to a 24-0 lead. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Scott now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense headed back to take over once more. And look, they've... So they come to the line for first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drop. A throw on the run is complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
They'll put Addison in motion. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
And the big guys up front in the offensive line just continue to not be on the same page. And we've seen it time and time again here today. This pass rush remains one step ahead of them, and it's the quarterback who continues to pay the price.
On third down, they'll see. And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just...
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he will get into the end zone. Josh Jacobs. Touchdown, Green Bay. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. Little on now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Packers move out even further ahead. It is now 31-0. Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Going to return this from the 10. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Vikings offense ready to see what they can do. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. He'll swing. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. The Packers have it.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. There's the catch, but before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he will score. Romeo Dobbs. Touchdown, Packers. Here's Cam Little for the PAT. He's got it. And the Packers keep rolling right along. 38-0.
Cam Little to kick off.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. First and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is intercepted. Picked off by Edgerrin Cooper. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
And at this point in the game, Mike, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run with Jacobs. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. We'll try to run it here with Jacobs. They're going to bring him down to 21, but they're also going to move the chains after that run. First down picked up on the ground.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Packers first down.
Jacobs. And he'll take this